Hey YouTube, Monty53 here, coming to you from a beautiful Sunday evening. It's actually cooling off, and I think later in this week it's going to be in the upper 70s, low 80s. So we're hitting that mid-August mark, where the nights start to get, short, or the days start to get shorter. Hopefully a little less humidity, and hopefully not hitting those 90-degree marks or higher anymore, and just have a beautiful night. What I'm smoking tonight is a pipe I got this past winter at an antique store. It's a Camoys. It is a Highgate, and the number is 735. Hope I said that name right. Camoy. And this pipe, I'm telling you, go to antique stores, sometimes you get those finds. It was like $10. Smoking some Rattrays, Sir, what is that, William? For gentlemen only. Thank God I ordered this online. If I would have walked into a store to buy this, they would have said, get out, and you're not allowed to have that. Gentlemen only. Had a real busy weekend. My son had his first communion. They had to postpone it. Normally, first communions happen in the spring, but with COVID, the church had to cancel. So what they're doing is now, with limited access to the church, they're doing it in 4 parts. So we selected yesterday in the morning for the first communion, so they had part of the classes come in. They did an afternoon service for another group, and in a month they'll have 2 more groups come in, and the kids can complete their first communion. So we had a nice celebration yesterday. Make the best of what you can during this period. So, I got a story to tell you. It's not my story, but I was there when it was told to me. A long time ago, gosh, this had to be over 20 years ago. You know how guys are. Y'all get together, maybe you're doing some drinking or just having a good time at a party or something, or just hanging out, and you get to telling stories, and then you start challenging each other. Well, all these guys that I hang out with, these buddies, back in the day, of course, who could tell the most embarrassing story? Because you're very competitive with each other. So we all thought of the most embarrassing story we could. I lost. But I felt like I won, because I've never laughed so hard in my entire life. Because, to be honest with you, I can't say we've all been there, but I bet a lot of us, and I'm admitting, I've been there. So I'm going to apologize ahead of time, because this is gross and funny as hell. So my buddy, his story goes like this. he was going somewhere one morning. And we live out in the country, not in the country. That Rochester Hills, where I live, used to be a country town. And this person was driving. There's a kind of like a metro park in Oakland County Parks north of us, about 5 miles or more, with a lot of woods and stuff like that. Well, this person was going somewhere, had an appointment, left the house to get there, and it was quite a drive. On the way there, he's like, oh crap, I gotta go to the bathroom. And I'm not talking like you're on a golf course and you gotta take a leak kind of bathroom. I'm talking like you got an upset stomach and you better find a place now. Well, he knew, excuse me, he wasn't going to make it to his destination to use the bathroom. And there were no gas stations or stores that you could stop at to go. He's like, crap, I got to find a place, and I got to find a place now. He notices this area off on the side that, because he's kind of out in the country, like, hey, you know what? I'll pull the car over. This one area has a ditch area. I can get down in that ditch so they can't see me on the road. And there's all these woods and brush. And I'm going to go over there and go to the bathroom because I ain't going to make it. Well, sounds like a plan, right? He gets out, or pulls over, gets out, runs down the ditch, hides away from the road, gets into the brush in the back, and starts to do his thing. Pants down, he's facing the road, so he knows no cars will see him, just checking that area out. Well, he's doing his business, and he hears what sounds like a dog walking and a leash and footsteps behind him. He freezes and he's like, oh my God. What he didn't see was just behind him and over this little mound was one of the sidewalks where the park, either one of the county parks or the metro park, is behind him. He forgot that the property ran out on by that road. And he's like, oh God. And he's like, maybe if I stand or sit still or be still, they won't notice me. Well, he heard the dog stop back there, and he heard the footsteps stop. And then after a few seconds, the steps keep on going. The person didn't say anything. So either they were shocked or they just didn't see him, and he did a good job of staying still. And he's like, my God, that was so embarrassing. So, I guess my public announcement or theme for today is check behind you as well. For everybody's sake. But when you gotta go, you gotta go. He won that one. I would have to say that was freaking embarrassing. And we all laughed our asses off. I don't think I'll get in trouble for that. Pun not intended. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Looks like it's going to be a great week. I gotta tell you, this tobacco is pretty good. Again, it's Rattray Sherwin-Williams. I don't smoke it that much, but it is pretty good. And I don't know if I've shown that pipe before yet, since I've been doing videos. Found out this week that we are home till the end of the year. Luckily, I was able to bring my computers and stuff home. And I get to work throughout the week for work like it's a normal day. It's just, I made a makeshift, sorry if my neighbor's air conditioner just kicked on, but made a makeshift office in my basement, and I've got 2 windows above me, right above, and I can open them up and vent out. So normally I smoke this pipe during the week. It's nice and easy. It hangs while I'm working, so at least while I'm working I can enjoy a couple pipes or something during the day. And then of course the day we go back, you know, I'll be back to maybe a bowl or 2 at night. But I hope you like that story, and you all have a great weekend, or I should say Sunday evening, and have a great week, and we'll see you next weekend. Take care. Bye.